What if I told you that skipping breakfast for just 1 week could seriously mess with your memory, your mood, and even your brain's long-term health? Sounds dramatic, right? But science says it's not only possible, it's already happening to millions of people every day. Because this isn't just about feeling a little hungry in the morning. It's about how skipping your first meal can quietly rewire your brain, disrupt your focus, your emotional control, and maybe even your future mental clarity without you ever realizing why. In the next few minutes, we'll take you day by day into exactly what happens in your brain when you skip breakfast for 7 days straight. Let's just say your brain does not like being ghosted first thing in the morning. Welcome to our channel where we break down real science that helps your mind and body. Let's jump in. Let's be real. Life is busy. You're rushing to school, work, meetings, or just trying to beat traffic. And let's face it, coffee feels like enough. Breakfast feels optional. Maybe even unnecessary. But here's the truth. Your brain is one of the hungriest organs in your body. It uses about 20 to 25% of your daily energy. Not for movement but for things like processing thoughts, regulating emotions, making decisions, storing memories. And when you deprive it of its first fuel of the day, you're setting it up to underperform. This isn't just anecdotal. Studies from Harvard, Oxford, and leading neuroscience journals prove it. This video isn't to scare you, it's to inform you, so you can make smarter choices. Now let's go day by day and see what's happening in your brain when you skip breakfast for a week. Days 1 to 3, the slow burn. Day 1, the glucose gap. You skip breakfast. You're not starving. You might even feel sharper. But here's what's going on inside. Your brain's main fuel source, glucose, is already running low after 8 hours of sleep. By skipping breakfast, you prolong the fast and the brain senses a deficit. In response, your body boosts cortisol, the stress hormone which gives you a short burst of alertness. But it's a trick. By mid-morning, you'll feel slower thinking, trouble focusing, mental fatigue. A 2021 study from the Frontiers in Human Neuroscience journal showed that skipping breakfast reduces working memory performance within hours. This is your brain waving a red flag saying, "Hey, where's my fuel?" Day 2, neurochemical chaos. Day 2, and you start noticing changes in your mood and patience. Breakfast directly influences neurotransmitters like serotonin for mood regulation, dopamine for motivation and focus. When you skip your morning meal, your brain chemistry shifts. A 2013 study in Appetite Journal showed that students who skipped breakfast experienced higher irritability, lower test performance, and increased cravings later in the day. In short, skipping breakfast equals emotional instability plus decreased cognitive output. Day 3, executive dysfunction. Now it hits the prefrontal cortex, the command center of your brain. This area handles planning, reasoning, self-control, complex decision-making. Without adequate energy, this part goes dim. That's why you struggle to organize your day, get snappy with coworkers, and by the afternoon, binge on snacks or sugar. It's not a weakness, it's biology. A lack of morning fuel means the brain falls back into survival mode, not strategic thinking. What's really happening inside? Let's pause and zoom in. When you skip breakfast consistently, glucose levels drop, the brain's performance declines. Cortisol rises, increases stress, decreases memory retention. BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, goes down. BDNF is critical for learning and long-term memory formation. In a 2016 study in Neuroscience Letters, breakfast skippers had significantly lower BDNF levels, especially in college-aged adults, the group most likely to skip breakfast. Low BDNF is even linked to depression, cognitive decline, Alzheimer's. So yeah, it's not just breakfast. Days 4 to 7, the real damage. Day 4, the hormone hijack. By now, your hunger signals have started to shift. You don't feel hungry in the morning, but that's not a good thing. Your hunger hormones ghrelin, the I'm hungry hormone, and leptin, the I'm full hormone, are now misaligned. This disrupts how your brain gauges when and what to eat. A 2014 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition linked breakfast skipping to increased nighttime eating, higher fat intake, and higher BMI overall. Even if you're trying to intermittent fast, your brain still needs early-day fuel to regulate mood and attention. Day 5, the memory drop. Now your short-term memory takes a hit. A UK study from the Journal of Physiology and Behaviour found that people who skipped breakfast had 20% poor memory recall compared to those who ate a light meal. This affects task switching, names and details, reading comprehension. You might forget passwords, miss appointments, or reread emails repeatedly. Again, this isn't aging. It's undernourishment. Day 6, the social fog. On day 6, the brain's reward and empathy systems weaken. You feel withdrawn, disconnected. Small interactions feel draining. Neuroscientist Dr. Lisa Mosconi, author of Brain Food, calls this emotional malnourishment. Your brain simply doesn't have the energy to process social cues, facial expressions, emotional tone. Even conversations can feel harder to follow. Day 7, 1 week of underfueling. Now, after 7 straight days, your brain has adapted but not in a good way. You're more reactive, less resilient, and significantly more forgetful. A 2019 meta-study in Nutrients Journal connected breakfast skipping to poor school and work performance, increased anxiety symptoms, and yes, early signs of cognitive decline. Repeated patterns of low morning glucose can compound damage over time. This isn't just about today. It's about your brain years from now. Science snapshot. Here's your brain science cheat sheet. Your brain uses 1/4 of your daily energy. Breakfast powers memory, learning, and focus. Skipping increases cortisol and brain fog. Skipping lowers BDNF, raising long-term risk for depression and Alzheimer's. This isn't a diet trend. It's brain chemistry. What to do instead? Not hungry in the morning? That's okay. But train your brain gently back. Start with half a banana and almond butter, a boiled egg and toast, Greek yogurt with seeds, or a simple smoothie. What matters is protein for focus, healthy fats for mood, complex carbs for sustained brain power. You don't need a full brunch buffet. You need balance. Here's your brain challenge. Eat a balanced breakfast every day for the next 7 days. Track 3 things: your focus, your energy, your mood. Then come back and comment. Here's what changed in my brain. Drop your results below. Like this video if you learned something. Subscribe for more science-backed nutrition breakdowns. And share this with your friend who only runs on caffeine in the morning. You've got one brain. Fuel it like it matters. Until next time, fuel first. Think sharp.